What's good, everybody? Welcome to Live for No Reason. I am your host, Mess Hall, and
Yes,
as
sir.
always, I'm joined by the power couple, Glass
Yes,
City
sir.
Pickers,
Ooh, power
and
couple.
Hey.
everyone's big brother, Buffalo Picker. Everyone's big brother.
Yes, sir.
Tonight we're gonna switch it up a little bit. No guest tonight. Ain't got no guest tonight. We running straight reseller roundtable. Uh, What up to the chat? All in one package. How you doing? Johnny is in the house. First one. Well, no, Jennifer was the first one. So we'll get some love to Jennifer. Johnny Cajun Roots is in the house. Cherry Band Jam Jen. What's going on with you? How are you? Thanks for joining us on a Friday night. Like I said, we're gonna take this next hour or so, talk about some reselling stuff. A lot going on in the reselling world for me, for the panel. We'll dive into a little bit of whatnot talk as well, because that seems to be all the rage these days. All my homies in the reselling game seem to be streaming on that site. So I'm thinking maybe your boy need to get involved. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it. But we'll start off with Chris and Tanya. Give us an update on their reseller week, how things are going, how mad they are at shipment processes, etc. So the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Fill them up, baby.
Hey everyone, Glass City Pickers. Thank you for coming out and joining us tonight. This week has been eBay. We've sold a few things on eBay. I'm just having a frustrated night tonight because I ordered from Amazon and now it's not deliverable. They're going to cancel my order, and big girl is here waiting for Girl Scout cookies and Amazon order. What can I say?
It's been like that, but it's been okay, man. We ain't complaining about anything, man. We really are. It's just like, hey, we take it with bitter with the sweet, I guess. Easy come, easy go. So we try to make it keep going out.
It's been a good week. It's been a good week, and with sales from eBay, I should say.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm just complaining about waiting on my order that's apparently not coming now.
So, happy Friday, y'all.
Yeah, happy Friday. Hope everybody had a great week.
Our other panel man, he'll be here soon. The middleman.
Yeah, middleman running a little bit late,
Yeah.
but got that truck driver thing going on. It's all good. We'll wait on our brother in arms.
Oh yeah, we hold it down.
But for now, big brother Tommy, Buffalo Picker, world famous. If you don't know, floor is yours. How's your week been, man?
Week been pretty busy, man, as usual. What I did, I had another Walmart buy on last Saturday, which I mentioned on this show. I picked up some more Pokemon stuff. Which, can I show it now or what?
Hey, it's your world, man. We're just living in it.
Yeah. So this
hold
is
on. Let me supersize you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna supersize you real quick, and then I want to see what's up with this Pokemons, dude. Go ahead.
All right. So this is one of the items. I don't know if the camera can pick it up well.
Yeah, we see
it.
All right.
I see
so
both.
This is one of the
items
that I got. I think I had 6 boxes of these, and I had 5 or 6 boxes of another one. I have probably about 200 of these, and I had another like a 4-pack or something like that, and then I had the hanger packs. Altogether, I got 2 big boxes of Pokemon cards. I think I paid. I think it was close to $200 for the 2 big boxes, and one of these by itself is about $70. So I got those, and I got some toys, which I didn't buy a whole lot of toys because everything wasn't marked down. So I didn't get a whole lot of toys. I'm going to get that hopefully on the next run. And also Monday, I picked up some more Barbies.
Oh.
I picked up a total of 30 Barbies. This particular Barbie, I just highlighting this one, Bewitched. She used to be a show, came on in the 70s, 80s, I think it was.
I love Bewitched.
And this particular doll right here is right now is about $150. So this one doll is gonna pay for 3/4 of what I paid for all the dolls, which was 30 dolls. Also, I got this piece right here, and this is the first time I found it with tag. So this is a Barbie case from 2002, which make it vintage now, I'm assuming. And this item right here is probably about $50, and this was all thrown in into the 30. Well, it was 30 Barbies plus this, and like I said, it's the first time I found one with tag. So, and this is just a replica of the original one that came out in the 60s. But yeah, these are some of the finds that I picked up.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to do a video of the Pokemon / toy haul that I picked up from Walmart. Although I have sold probably 6 or 7 packs of the Pokemon, I'll just do a flash on the video to show you all. You can take me down, Miss O.
I like seeing you. I like seeing you blown up, man.
Yeah,
I like it.
Oh, you looking at my inventory right now?
Yeah. You know the deal. I'm not checking what you got out behind you. I can see it better when you're blowing up like that.
Yeah, so that's pretty much that, and getting ready for my Whatnot show on tomorrow is basically what I've been doing all week, and just trying to get everything in order for my next move.
Yeah, that's good shit right there, bro. That was a good score right there, player.
Yes, sir.
Oh, definitely. Once again, thank you to the chat for coming and hanging out with us. Go on Instagram, tag your friends, tag the show. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let everybody know we just out here hanging out. If you got questions for these reseller powerhouses I have around me, please throw them in the chat box. I'll be keeping an eye on it all night long. This is your chance, man. Got some major players in the game on this panel. If you're having issues or problems or questions, throw those things in the chat and we'll take care of it for you. For me, it's been a heavy reseller week for me. The restaurant's been closed. We're getting our new grease system installed, which is a hell yeah right there because it's a long overdue. Definitely will make us more efficient as a business. I finally got the owner to listen to my demands. I'll put it that way. I had to sit the guy down, but everything's good now with that. So I've had a lot of time to hit thrift shops, hit some places up, get some reselling done this week. Middleman's coming in. I'm gonna throw him in the chat real quick. I'll throw him in the stream. There he is. What's going on, big man? How are you?
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
Outstanding. So we just doing our reseller recap right now. For me, I'm gonna give you a couple gems, man. So what I like to do, me and my son, we like to go to the movies, right? That's kind of like our father-son time. We go to the movies. Whatever's out that he wants to go see, we go hang out at the movies. And every time I'm there, I always be talking to the people trying to score some free stuff, right? So one of the big movies that's out right now is Scream 6, right? Scream 6, big movie. It's out right now. Ghostface, anything you could find is going well on eBay right now. So these were free posters they were giving away at the Scream 6 movie premiere. Regal Cinema was giving away these free posters. So I asked him if he had any left. He said, yeah. He hooked me up with a stack. And they're going for $14 on eBay. $14.
There you go.
Yeah. Dang.
Good job.
Free, $14 on eBay. I've done this with Top Gun. I've done this with all kinds of movies that are coming out. They always have these promotional posters or pins or something going on. So go see a movie, hit up management, see if they got anything in stock for you, man. All the special little cups and stuff that they come out with for the certain movies, all that stuff has good resale value. So, like I said, I've been reseller heavy all week. I've spent a lot of money at thrift stores. I'm almost broke now. I've been hitting thrift stores really hard. We could take advantage of the time I've had away from the restaurant. I've probably taken over 200 pictures the last 2 days, trying to get stuff done, get stuff listed because I fall way behind. I'm sure you guys in the chat can relate. I fall way behind when it comes to posting my pictures on eBay. But things are going well. I want to turn it over to my man, middleman over here. Let's see what's up with you. How's your reselling week been, man?
It's been pretty good. I was able to list a couple of things and place another order. I know a lot of people who's on Amazon noticed that Amazon starting to gate people in certain categories. Where they breaking the categories down. So I've been doing some ordering just to get ungated items that have already been ungated in. Just starting from there. But I've been pretty active. Everything's good. Everybody getting their checks now, so that's why the increase of sales has started. So I hope everybody's getting everything online. But this weekend I'm planning on doing some more listing, work on the death pile, and also list some of the stuff I bought off the whatnot from Buff. So I gotta get some of that on online. Get some of that money back.
Yeah, I noticed you were in the Mile High Hustlers whatnot stream. I was in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a
It
shout out
was
to
it was a good. It was. I mean, I saw that lunchbox. That's all I really want. I want that lunchbox, and I got the lunchbox, so I'm good to go.
They had like three different types though when it was in it.
Yeah, well, my time is limited, and Buff will tell you, man. I jumped into Buffalo's whatnot stream. I was late, man. I was running late, but I was there. Showed love a little bit. He didn't have nothing left for me to buy. He said, "Middleman, bottom out." So hey, whatever. It's all good. So on that note, let's jump into the whatnot thing. Okay, so now not to sound egotistical or nothing, but I did a whatnot video like 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. I did a video on my YouTube channel talking about whatnot, and no one really knew what it was, what was going on with it, and all this kind of stuff. But I had saw it firsthand at the Sneaker Con in Atlanta 2 years ago, almost 3 years ago now. And I saw this cat. His name is Blazendary. If you don't know, he's one of the biggest whatnot streamers there is right now. I think he has 40,000 followers or something on whatnot. But his name is Blazendary. He was at SneakerCon. I got to talk to him, and he was telling me about this whatnot thing. And then he went live and did like a live stream at SneakerCon on whatnot. It was kind of newish back then. And then I did a YouTube video about it. People are like, I don't even know what whatnot is. And now it seems to be like everyone knows what whatnot is, right? We even had one of our panel members that's on the show selling goods, right? So I'm gonna start with Buff. Just give us kind of like a quick rundown of what it is, how you can sell on that platform, and what your opinion is on like what the future, if it's something that resellers need to get involved in. Sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna blow you back up again so I can check out your
You ain't gotta
inventory.
blow me up, man.
Nah, I gotta see what you got.
Gotta see all my
What you got
stuff,
going on
man.
back there real quick. Nah,
Yeah,
give us the whatnot lowdown.
Yeah, so basically, Whatnot is a platform where you can auction off, your items, excess or whatever. I think it's great because once the items are confirmed delivered to the customer, they'll then start depositing the money into your account. And it's instant. So I get out a plus. Also on top, it's hard to for a customer to put in a dispute in case they trying to scam you out of an item or whatever. You cannot come on their platform and place a bid on anything until they confirm your payment, which is another plus. So you ain't got to worry about once that item sell that this guy is gonna renege or not pay later on, in that day. Now they can cancel, but it's still you have to, as the seller, have to approve the cancellation. So all of those things are, for me as a plus is on the upside of Whatnot. I think the diners for Whatnot is the platform itself. I think they got some work to do on that platform. Some certain bells and whistles, if you got an iPhone, you can use, and then if you got an Android, you can't use because it's not compatible. I think they need to work on for its being better way of loading your items onto the platform. Because if I load, for instance, if I load one of those Legos back there, once I load it onto that platform with the barcode scanner, then everybody come behind me should be able to do the same. But I guess the reason being is some people conditions are different than others. The reason they don't allow that, but if it's new, it should be a one button hit that, comic book, for instance, if it's a slab, the conditions of those slabs is no different. So you should be able to just hit a button and upload. Whether I upload or 50 other people upload, it's the same slab. So that's something I think they need to work on, the interface of the platform. And also certain things you can do with the mobile device that certain things you can't do with the mobile device that you have to do with the laptop. So those two things are really not integrated. So those are kind of like the cons for Whatnot. But overall, I like it. I think it's another platform that resellers can use to make money. And the rule of thumb that I use, and I try to pass this on to people because somebody passed it on to me. When I first jumped in Whatnot, I got caught up in the hype of, getting on there and selling some of the excess toys that I had, and I just want to kind of build up my following. So I jumped on there, starting everything out $1, $2. Now you at the mercy of the audience when you do that, because when you start everything out at $1, $2, you might have $5 in that item. You might have $6. You may have $10 in that item. So it's no guarantee that the audience is going to run it up. So that's what you have to be careful about. And that's the first mistake that I made when I first started, because I was caught up with the fact that if I started out as $1, I'm going to have 50 people in the room. They're going to run it up. And then, I'm going to make money and they're going to make money as well. So what I had to end up doing is making a compromise where understanding that, I got it started at what I got into it. And once I figured out that I got to start the price out at what I got into it, I was still able to make money and come in at a price point where if you are a reseller, you can make money as well. Now, the caveat to that is, I did that for the last 2 weeks, and I made money. But this week I have some Transformers, and I said it last week that I was going to do a Transformer show and some other action figure show, and it was going to be reseller friendly. So if you was a reseller, come out and buy. Only a few resellers came out to that show, and those resellers cleaned up because all the items that I pretty much sold was enough meat on the bone for the reseller that was buying to make some money as well. Now this week is gonna be a little different. This week I'm bringing out the top guns of some of those Transformers that I have, and it may be some meat on the bone for you, but it's not gonna be like the last 2 weeks now. And the reason I'm taking this approach with this particular Whatnot is because whether I make the sale or not, I'm still going to be able to resell it and make money. I'm just putting it out there because I got extras. And if a collector or somebody that just want that item and willing to sit on it for a little while, it's going to be available. And one thing, the last thing I want to make about Whatnot is you got two types of buyers out there. You got the collector that gonna come in and they don't care too much about your prices. They just gonna pay what they gotta pay to get it. And then you got your resellers that gonna some gonna come in there and they will run it up just a little bit, but they know their margins, which is a smart thing to do. And then you got the resellers that come in there that just want it for nothing. They want you to give it to them for $2, even though they know that item is worth about $30, $40. It's no strife on them because we all are competing for the lowest price. But I'm just telling you, as a reseller, and you want to use Whatnot, never go on Whatnot and put a item up because you're gonna be hurt. And I see a lot of resellers on Whatnot that is frustrated with the audience because you chose to start out at $1, $2, knowing that you got $15 into the item, but you mad at the audience because they ain't bid your item up. So be careful about that. If you coming out into Whatnot, know your bottom line, know what you got into the item, and be willing to start there because your audience, if they want it, they're gonna bid for it. If they don't, then you just put it up for the next auction or you sell it yourself because that's just another out. That ain't the only out that we all have. We all have outs. We have eBay, Amazon, Walmart, Etsy, and Posh, and all these other outs that we can sell it at. So the Whatnot is not the be all end all, but it is great. It's a great place for resellers to have another avenue to make some money.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. So real quick, give a shout out to a couple people that joined in. Middleman's favorite reseller is in the house. We all know who that is. Golf Coast Pickers. How you doing?
One more thing, Miss Hall.
Go ahead.
They just triggered my brain because I seen them in the chat. I want to give a shout out to Bill Bixby. Bill, I don't know how I keep forgetting to send you out your action figure, but because I have slipped on that, I'm gonna make sure I drop you 2 in the mail. So when you get it, there'll be 2, maybe 3 items in there for you. Sorry about the delay, brother.
Hey, there you go. So what's up, Bill? We're gonna say what's up, Bill, next. Marie Parallette, what's up? Anytime Picker. Roman, how you doing tonight? Thanks for hanging out with us. Callie Lewis is in the house. What's up? Love seeing that Callie in front of your name, represent. So I know Chris and Tanya, not too familiar with Whatnot. I know Chris jumps on there every now and again, like I do when Buff's on just to talk junk and stuff. But what do you think? What do you think about Whatnot? What do you think about the platform, Chris? You think it's a good thing? You think it's something good for resellers? What's your opinion on it?
Well, I look at it where it's a hustle right now. It is an avenue where you can go get some good items for little or nothing, and it's an avenue where if you got some old school stuff and everything, you can go and put your hand down on, getting some money. So it's a win-win in any category, but you just don't want it to be a fad, because hey, you don't want it to be a one-hit wonder. You want it to have some stability with it. So as long as it keep with the legs and it's running, hey, shit.
And they reached out to us.
Yeah, they reached out to us too, to come, play around with them. So we're gonna hit them up and see what it takes to be a part of their team. But I just look at it like, hey, man, shit, if you can make some money, why not? And if you can get rid of some stuff, why not? And if you can go on there and hustle and get some stuff to make you some money, why not? You dig? So that's why they got it Whatnot. You dig? So
why not at Whatnot?
Yeah, why not at Whatnot?
There you go. Why not at Whatnot?
Correct. So hey, I like it.
I'm getting there.
It's fun. It's fun. When I come check out him, like I said, I was just at another person's thing. They sent me an invite to come join their show. I went and popped before we came on here and popped in there just to see what they floating like and seeing. There was some comic book stuff, and I'm like, okay. Then I got up out of there, but yeah, I go check out my boy, support him and, see all the goods he giving everybody, real goods, and nice goods. And I see the ones that come from here supporting them as well. So it's a good thing, man. If you want, if that's what the avenue you want to play on, I'm not afraid to go do it. You know what I'm saying? One Friday, Saturday night, go and jump on there and get some of this stuff out the garage on them. You hear me? You never know. But
And they did, like I said, they did reach out to us, so maybe we'll contact them.
So I just look at it like, man, if you can benefit from it, hey, use it. That's just like any one of these platforms that everybody playing on. Shit, if you can benefit from it, use it. That'll be a fool ass move if you don't, and you can use it.
So my question to Buff is: you think it's something that resellers definitely need to jump on? I mean, at the point we're at now, there's so many platforms out there, and I know you for sure. You're on Amazon, you're on Walmart, you do a little bit of eBay, and now you're trying to make time to do whatnot stuff. I mean, at one point, does it become too much, or is it something that we shouldn't pass up?
Well, I mean, I don't think you should pass up any opportunity to have an out with your goods. Now, is it for everybody? My answer to that would be no. It's not for everybody. I'm saying on the reseller side, because you got to have the inventory. You don't want, like Chris said, be a one-hit wonder. You jump on there, you sell your stuff, and then people don't hear back from you for 6 months. And that was my case. It wasn't the fact that I didn't have the inventory. I just got busy with Q4. So I think that if you need another out to move products, I would definitely look into whatnot. But if you don't have the inventory, I would say, build up the inventory first, then come out there. Because it's not for everybody. If you one of those type resellers where you're looking for the max dollar on your product, that's definitely not the platform as well. Because it's not the platform to get max dollars, the platform to move excess products. So that what I would recommend for anybody before you decide to have a show. And you don't need a warehouse full of items. You just need, I would say, like, if you got 30 items, jump out there with 30 items. And the other last thing I would add is don't come out there with duplicates, because if you do, you'll have people that will sit around and try to lowball you after everybody come in and bid out on that first main item, and then you come in with a duplicate. People gonna lowball the bid and try to get it for cheap, unless it's something real popular that people want. So I would definitely don't recommend doing duplicates. But other than that, it's definitely a out for resellers for sure. But all the other things that I mentioned, if that's not you, then yeah, you might not want to jump on or whatnot.
All right, so thanks to Jennifer. So if you're on Whatnot and you're in the chat, she's dropping your links to your Whatnot gig in the chat. I didn't know Callie Lewis was on Whatnot too. I'm gonna check you out, man. Send me something on Instagram so I can check you out.
Yeah.
Because this next part of Whatnot is gonna be for me and middleman, right? The buyers, man. We in there grinding, trying to get some steals, man. So we'll start with middleman. Let me know what your Whatnot experience has been like, and is it a good money maker to buy and resell from?
To me, I use it as another avenue of inventory. I like anything. You make good buys and bad buys. I made some bad buys and made some good buys. Just tonight, I sold the item that I bought from Buff on his first Whatnot. The Lego item. I'll show you. I'll tell you later. And I've sold other items that I bought from him. But it has been it. I've built a lot of inventory from the time I started last year, all the way to now.
Hey, get an audience an example of what you bought, what you paid for it, and how much you sold it for, so they can see, why you say you're using that as an avenue to buy products.
I don't remember what I paid for it with you. I think it was maybe $20 or $30. But hold on, let me pull it up. I just sold it on eBay. It's the Lego architecture skyline. Remember that?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Pull me over some.
Oh yeah.
It was the box was kind of damaged or
Yeah, the
whatever.
box was a little damaged. That was way
Hey, hold
back
on,
in
hold
last
on.
July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Show it,
yeah.
show it again. Show it again. Go ahead.
Go to your right. There you
There
go.
we go. Yeah, right there, right
Yeah.
there. So you
See what
sold
I
it for
sold it for?
$81.
Wow.
I think Buff gave it to. It was cheap. What was it, Buff?
Yeah, it sold, I think it sold for like 20.
He
Yeah.
probably doesn't want to discuss that right now.
Oh,
If hey, I ain't hating
But
on
it
that. I
was-
already told him. I mean,
I know.
plus
Yeah.
shipping. But I've told him other things I sold that I bought from him too. Buff's got a lot of inventory. So like some of the other whatnot people, they got a lot of inventory. They're just trying to move, and that's what it's for.
Right.
It depends on if you're trying to make a profit, or you're trying to get rid of it. I look for people that's trying to get rid of it, or people that got a collector. If I see a collector on there, my antennas go up. He knows the value, but either his wife want it gone, or he got so much inventory that he don't need it anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So a lot of them have duplicates too. So you got to look out for. You got to see that too. So when I go in there, I look for that. When purchase from a lot of the guys, you bundle. One rule with whatnot was some shows. If you bundle, they'll give you a better price. And if you're spending money, they'll even be go out. I just
He
went out.
froze a little bit.
You know what I mean?
You froze a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead and say that again.
He still
The bundle
froze.
But for me, the more you buy, the more deals that they'll give you. Not everybody, but a lot of them will. You know what I mean? Just like when I come in the room, being that I purchased from a lot of the guys, they already start saying, "Hey, the middleman," because they know I spend money. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's like anything. You know what I mean? That's what they look for. Like if you got a person that's spending money in your store, you're gonna send them coupons. You're gonna try to make sure they're happy. You know what I mean? And you're gonna give them deals. Like I constantly get mail messages from sellers on whatnot that haven't started showing me some of the inventory that they're gonna put out there. You know, I made deals off in whatnot, but through messaging. You know what I mean? I picked up some Transformers. I picked up some GI Joes like that. You know, sometimes you can get some guys to give you some Legos. It's whatnot is just open. You know what I mean? Whatever you
behind
like,
the scene working.
yeah. Whatever you're looking for is on there. You know what I mean? They got some of everything. And if you're trying to get inventory, it might not be the cheapest per se on a lot of stuff, but if you know your margins, like Buff said, if you know your margins, take the chance. My next step is that's going to be a platform I'm looking into now. I think I want to start doing it. I got enough inventory for it. I got enough of Marvel, Transformers, and GI Joes and things like that. I got enough to put on there. So I think that's going to be another avenue for me. Some of the guys, when I went in their room, they keep saying, "You buying all this stuff? We need to see what you got." Yeah, but a lot of this stuff is going to the other platforms and getting sold. So a lot of their stuff is high dollar items. You know what I mean? That's what I look for. Now, my profit margins on there is higher than my profit margins on me going to the store. You know what I mean? That's what I look for when I'm looking for stuff on there.
Give a shout out.
You catching cool. That's what I like to hear. You catching cool. Like I didn't
Give a
buy.
shout out to,
Go ahead.
Shout out to Betty Boop. Betty Boop in the house. So she made some money. She made some money on a giveaway from Buff. So hey, that's another sourcing opportunity. Buffalo Picker. That's a sourcing opportunity for everybody. Middleman making money off Buff. Betty Boop making money off Buff. I mean, hey, you can't beat it.
Go see him on whatnot.
Get your money.
They bypass all the middlemen and sell me a pallet.
Yeah.
Get your money.
Yeah, I could put you one together, man, for sure.
I just got your the last show's inventory yesterday.
Oh, that
So,
box came?
Yeah, it came yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Now mine ain't came yet.
But y'all
Well, we're
snowed
not
in.
going to discuss why that didn't.
Y'all was snowed in. Oh no.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
No.
We
Oh,
got
It's,
snow.
it's a
We got
user
snow.
error.
For the user.
User error.
It wasn't this user, by the way.
It's always me. So you dig? That's why it's booming around here. So it's always me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I take it with a grain of salt.
I want to mention one other thing too. Middleman was mentioning about the buyer is when you go on these folks whatnot, check out their stores as well, because not only do they have items in the auction, they have items in the stores, most of them, and sometimes you can work a deal with them for those items out of store, even though they put it up there with the big ball price. You still can talk them down because it's all depending on how bad they want to move it. I mean, they ain't just putting it up there for show. You know,
Right.
Some people take, asking them to take 15, 20, maybe $25 off, and they'll still do that just to move it.
But also do your research on when you're going out there to
Homework.
spending your money on the whatnot products, because all whatnot products not going to bring you double figures. You make sure you do your research on what you're bidding on and everything else before you've been and jumped off the roof and bidding for something that you ain't gonna make $1 for.
See when she muted. See when I get on there, I type into eBay real fast. This is what I do. I like Chris said, you do your research as you looking at the product.
Correct.
They'll get a lot of times they give you 30 seconds.
Yeah.
How fast can you type in eBay?
How fast can you type, man?
I could type fast enough to comp the item from eBay, put it on Amazon, and see how much it's going for Amazon and know if that's a good price for me.
Right.
I do it constantly. I tell Buff about it. I always do that. Or use your phone when you're watching the show. Use your phone.
And just put it up there like this. That's what I did.
Yeah,
that's what I did. I just put my phone up to the thing. It came up. And
it'll come up. You know what I mean? Either eBay,
especially if it's clear enough, it'll come up.
Yeah. So you got to know how to work it, because if not, you can lose a lot of money on whatnot. Because some of these guys will make it seem like, oh, this is a great deal. It's going for this and that. Then you look it up like, man, stop. It's going for exactly what you're selling it for. There's nothing wrong with that, because that's his item. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to sell it for what you feel is it worth. So I can't get for me, it's not worth buying, but maybe for the next guy it's worth buying.
Yeah.
Because
especially if some people can sit on it too. If you can sit on some of them items too, a lot of times they do grow in value. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of stuff don't come back around. So, with some of the stuff that I done seen Buff selling and everything, and seeing other little places I go in, they sell it. A lot of that stuff, you're not gonna get it by, the bundles, so when you see it and it's worthy of it, I gotta have it. You know what I mean? And that's where, hopefully you don't get in trouble. You gotta have a limitation.
I bought some Spider-Man. I bought some Spider-Man and Transformer items that I'm gonna sit on. That I know right now they're over $100, but it look like they're gonna bump up higher than that.
Right.
But they're not making those no more. So I'm just gonna sit on them.
You got a new Spider-Man movie coming out.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So, you watch for all that type of stuff. That's all.
But what he's saying, like, about those Transformers, that's what kind of changed my mindset about Transformers in my pricing is when they come out with new Transformers, a lot of times it's a few things that they change on that Transformer as far as the color code, coding of the item, or something. They'll add more features to it, or they'll take a feature away, and that same identical Transformer won't come out again. It's just like Ratchet, didn't they change him to an ambulance or something? And he used to be a van or something like that.
Yeah, Ratchet did get changed, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe Ratchet did get trashed.
Like RC used to be a car. Now she a big boy motorcycle.
Yeah, they can transform. That's why they Transformers. You know what I mean? So they can go any way they want with them characters. You know what I mean? So you just like I said, but if you looking like a lot of like majority of the collectors, they looking for them vintage rarity pieces a lot of times. So if they can get those, they know they're not coming back around with that. And when somebody want it, they gonna go get it. They gonna pay whatever it costs.
And to piggyback on that, some of the guys want all the varieties too, like the different versions of them.
Right.
So, like I got different versions of Bumblebee that what I mean. It's probably about 5 or 6. I got 5 or 6 versions of Bumblebee, different cars. The one, the Junker, the Camaro.
The Mustang,
the Bumblebee car, you know what I mean, the old car. So there are different versions of him, and people want those versions of him. That's why he's so expensive. You know what I mean? Just like Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime got other versions of him too, and he's one of the most expensive ones to find.
Yeah.
Right. If you know, you know. You know what I mean?
Hey, that Optimus Studio. My son said, "You want to sell this one? Like, how many I got?" He was like, "You got 2." I like, "Nah, we're gonna keep both of those."
They go up in value.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to give a shout out, Nita J. What's going on? Swamp Picker's in the house. What's up, Swamp Picker? Thanks for showing love, coming out with us tonight. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this show with everybody. It's a very beneficial show for anyone that resells or just wants to hang out on a Friday night.
What's wrong? The bird died.
Did you see the bird?
So what's been your
I seen the bird a long time ago.
your experience on that mess hall? What you think?
So for me, I'll start with the good first. All right. So for me, most whatnot shows that I look at are like the sneaker ones, right? Because people that watch me or follow me know I'm a huge sneakerhead. I'm all about shoes and of course like hype beast kind of stuff, like my Supreme hat. I like that kind of stuff. Now, for one, I'm a shopper, right? I like to shop for myself. I shop for my son. My son's like a mini version of me. He wears all Jordans and he wears all that cool stuff too. So I'm always looking for deals for me or for him. Always. That's like number one. I like to shop. For two, the reseller comes out with me a lot too. I get competitive when I see something that I know I can get more money for. It's going for real cheap. So those are the good things. I'll show you one thing I got. I've had my on for a long time. The lowest price I've ever found them for was like $170. And I was able to jump on Whatnot. And like Buff said, I found one of these sneaker sellers, that was doing a closeout. He was trying to get rid of stuff. So luckily I lucked into these. I paid $90 for them. They're going for $170, but these are the Jordan 7 N7s. I think they came out in like 2015. The lowest I've ever found them for was $170, and I was able to get these on Whatnot for $90. So, I mean, that was a steal in my opinion. So I could turn around and sell them for $170 if I wanted to, or I just keep them for my collection because I wanted them for my collection anyway. So I got it's like a two-way street. I can keep them and I'm good, or I could sell them and make some money, and that's kind of the whole mindset I go into on Whatnot. Like I got a t-shirt from my son the other night. It was one of those anti-social social club shirts. I mean, they retail for like $80, and I got one for $30 for him. So I'm able to grab some stuff for me and him on the cheap. The couple of the cons that I have, I can't stand when these sellers are getting mad about stuff. Like I seen one guy, his shoe went for so low, he like threw it across the room. He was mad.
Yeah.
When these sellers keep saying, "You guys are robbing me, man. I'm getting robbed. You guys keep robbing me. I'm getting robbed." Like I can't stand those kind of sellers, man. Like get off the platform if you ain't making the money you want to make. You know what I mean? Don't be up there.
How much I can sell this one for?
I don't know. I have to look them up. But That's the one turnoff for me is when these sellers are like, y'all robbing me. I'm getting robbed. Oh man, you guys are doing me tonight. Oh, I'm not gonna show any more good stuff because y'all robbing me. Like, just just stop with that stuff. Um, there's one guy I follow I really like. He doesn't care if he's got $160 invested in it and it goes for $80. He don't care. He just wants to get rid of it. He's like, he's got so much stuff. He's just like, yeah, let's go. All right, hey, congratulations, And I'm just like, oh my god, he got wow, I feel bad. I feel bad for the dude on some of the stuff, but he doesn't care. He's just trying to get rid of it.
Right.
And I think that's the attitude you need to have if you decide to sell on that platform. Is just if you put it up there, just disassociate yourself with that product. Just be like, I don't care what happens. I'm just trying to get it out of here. I don't care if it sells for $2, $3, whatever. You just got to have that mindset. Because for me, it's really bad when these guys are losing their minds. Like Buff said, they're getting mad and they're like, okay, I'm gonna stop showing the good stuff, and then they start showing all their junk, and then it's really a turnoff for that show, But I like to bounce from room to room. Another thing we didn't cover is most whatnot sellers do giveaways. It's a chance. I mean, I've never won a giveaway yet, but it's a chance to get something pretty cool for free. They do a lot of giveaways on whatnot, so you can just jump around in all the rooms and do all the giveaways. You don't have to spend no money if you don't want to. But
yeah, that's a I look at that as a con for me, because when I do giveaways, just like last Saturday, I did a giveaway. Guy just popped in the room and he won the giveaway. And my thing is, they should have that set up for where if your customer come in and make purchases, those are the people. It'll incentivize those people to buy, because the giveaways will probably be even better. Like for me, if I had people in that I could only give the giveaway to that was buying from me, I probably would pull something off the shelf right here and put it up as a giveaway. But I don't, because you have no control over who's going to win that
right.
are not purchasing your items. They just
what I've seen, a caveat to that is what I've seen some of these sellers do is they'll do. You seen those duck races that they do?
No,
They got this duck race thing that they do, and it's everybody that bought something from their show gets entered into the duck race.
right.
And it's kind of the same thing. Then these ducks go across the screen, and then whoever wins the duck race gets the really nice giveaway. So that's one way I guess you could do it.
So they put your name on the duck, or how they do that?
Yeah, every duck has the name of someone that bought something.
Oh, okay.
And then they run.
That.
It's that same kind. It's like some people have a wheel, some people have whatever. Well, so a lot of these guys are using these duck races, and whoever wins the duck race gets the really nice giveaway. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I see what you're saying is I'll be in a room that's got 45 people in it, and as soon as they do this giveaway, all of a sudden it's like 116 people in the room. All of a sudden, it's crazy. But
yeah.
That's been my experience. I like it. I like it for shopping for me. And again, I've gotten some good deals on things that either I'm going to keep, my son's going to keep, or if I change my mind, I'll make a little bit of profit if I want to sell it off. It can be very addicting as well, so be careful. Because some of these guys try to keep you in the room, so it'll be like, hey, I'm giving away this size 12 Jordan 1 whatever, and I'm like, damn, I wear a size 12, so now I'm just sitting here waiting to see when this giveaway is gonna happen.
2 hours later,
I keep checking back, like, when's he giving these size 12 Jordans away so I can enter this thing, just give myself a chance. But it's really good. It could be good either way if you're a shopper or a reseller. But just be careful. Most of these people they say, especially for me, because I do all the sneakers and stuff like that, these guys are pretty legit. I look them up. They have sneaker stores wherever they're from, usually, where they sell legit stuff. But I want to talk about plugs a little bit too, because a lot of these whatnot sellers talk about their plugs and how they get their stuff. And they don't give away details, but what do you guys think is the best way? I know Buffalo's got a couple plugs. He gets phone calls and stuff, but For people in the chat, man, trying to get hooked up with a plug. I know a lot of these sneaker sellers use bots and stuff. You guys heard of the Air Force Tiffany's that came out?
Mm-mm.
The Air Force One did a collab with Tiffany, the jewelry company Tiffany.
Right.
So it was one of the most limited sneakers ever released. And somehow some reseller was able to buy 750 pairs in a draw
Oh,
through using bots. So he spent like $300,000 on 750 pairs. So
Wow.
that's one plug. You could spend the money to get bots and do all that kind of stuff, but working on like a personal plug. What are some steps to get yourself a personal plug, Buff? Like a personal plug.
well, you talking about shoes or just inventory?
Anything, because you got a toy guy, you got a Walmart guy, you got a whatever guy. Like, how do you find these guys?
Well, the first start is to let people know what you do. Not think you running around with a secret. That's the first start, and being able to have an effective communication with the person that can make the changes for you. And I talked about this before, like Walmart. I go in anytime I got a concern or just want to ask a question about inventory. I go straight to the store manager. Because the store manager is the only one in that store that can make a decision, to move goods, can instantly mark stuff down for you. Only the store manager. That's one big plug, and hopefully, this is about the fifth time I spoke it. So I'm starting limiting that information. But yeah, that would be one. The other one would be is find you a distributor. A lot of distributors have sales. And I was meaning to bring a Monopoly game over here tonight to show you all. I have a Transformer Monopoly game. Last year, I was trying to buy those for $25 to sell them for $45, $50, because that's what they was going for Q4. Well, I found one of my other suppliers, they had them for $10. So I ended up buying like 30. And those items is basically on the shelf for when the movie drop, and when Q4 come back around. So those are like my main two places. And last but not least would be finding you a good liquidator. I use B Stock, and that hasn't been a secret. I told pretty much everybody that used to come to the show that's where I get most of my case pack items from. It's basically a liquidator where you have to go in and bid. If you win the bid, you get the goods. And I have made some great money off of buying from a liquidator. But yeah, those are like the three main areas that you can basically get stuff at a cheap price. Like now, I'm looking at I give you all one plug is the Alliance. That's a distributor. Now, in order to get into Alliance, it's a little pricey. But once you get into Alliance, the doors are open for a lot of good, cheap products when they go to liquidate their store. So look out for that. Go in there. Like I said, it's not like you can just go sign up and start buying. They're gonna require you to spend some money. But once you make that first initial buy, after that, everything else is low, and you can find some great items in there. I'm looking at some items right now, for $4.88, and it's selling for 38 plus on Amazon. So that's a plug. Look into it, Alliance. But yeah, that's where you got to start. Tell people what you do, and then get out there, do some lead work on the internet, and you'll find some of these places that mark their stuff down. They have most of the distributors that I deal with. They have quarterly markdowns where you can go in there and kind of come up if you're a toy person. Because I only buy from toy distributors.
Want to give a shout out to Glamours. What's up? Thanks for coming out. Anytime Picker said he had a problem from B stock, so he stopped using them. I guess everybody's gonna have a different experience, I guess. And like Buff said, I got it. It's probably hard for some people, to just roll up to a manager and be like, "Hey, bro, what's up, bro? Let me get this." I know some people just can't do that kind of stuff, and I get it. So if you're not, trying to step out your comfort zone or be, forthcoming with that kind of stuff, do some internet research. Get behind the keyboard and try to figure it out that way. Fortunately, I am that kind of person. I ask for discounts all the time, everywhere I'm at, even when I know there's no chance. You never know. I was at TJ Maxx one time, and I showed the manager like a minor, tiny little defect on something, and I was like, "Yo, let me get 15% off." And he was like, "Okay, okay, I'll give it to you." You never know. It's you gotta talk to everybody, like Buff said. Me personally, I don't have any plugs because I'm all about the treasure hunt. I'm about the journey. I love going out and finding the stuff that I sell. That's part of the fun for me. Of course, I never pass up on a deal if someone's got some stuff. Had a guy hit me up that has a whole bunch of shoes he's trying to get rid of. But like you said, you got to put it out there. People got to know what you do. You got any plugs, middleman? You got any plugs, Chris?
Well, I'll tell you. I told. I'll tell you this. Go to ASD. ASD is a show that goes around the country, and they have toys and all of the kind of. Just got some of everything: shoes, clothes, everything there. ASD. Go to ASD. Find a distributor in ASD, and you'll run into them. I ran into some distributors in ASD. You know what I mean? Got their cards, got the information, got the catalogs, and made purchases through them. So you got to go. You can go and find that kind of distributor. Um, you got you got you have also like toy shows. You got you could go to flea markets. You can find people everywhere. You just got to be personable. You'll be able to talk and see where they get their ear and just talk to them. Go up to the person and talk to them. If you go to the flea market, you see this guy with a whole bunch of, let's say, shoes. You're like, okay, I wonder where he get all his shoes from. Ask him, do we do bulk buys? Or ask him, do we do bulk deals? A lot of time, if they see that you spend money, they start relaxing with you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then they'll start cutting prices and things like that. So you can run into somebody anywhere.
Hey, Swamp Picker, I got you, man. Hey, for real, don't call the manager, "Hey, bro." It's little lighthearted humor from mess hall. I got it, man. I wouldn't call him, "Hey, bro." I got it. Understood.
Hey, anytime
Um,
Picker put a good comment in there as well.
yeah, here, I'm about to blow it. I'm about to blow it up
Okay.
for you.
Okay.
Yep. So this is from Anytime Picker. If you are investing in buying pallets, very important to research if you will invest good money into the pallet to make sure to check manifest and condition of items on that pallet. Yeah, if you're gonna buy a pallet or buy anything from these liquidation sites, uh, having a manifest is probably the most important part, right, Buff? So you can see what's on it.
Yeah, but the manifest doesn't. Even though you can see the manifest, it doesn't guarantee the condition. Of everything on that pallet. What I keep in mind is when I buy a pallet and it says new, because that's what I look for now. After all the mistakes that I made purchasing pallets and truckloads and stuff, is that you gotta you can't buy use a use load because you're gonna get what you pay for. And what I have come to find out, if you buy a new load, 20% of that stuff is gonna be straight trash. If you buy a used load, probably about 45% of that stuff gonna be trash. Maybe some of it you'll be able to salvage, but majority of it is gonna. I say probably 40% is probably gonna be stuff that you're gonna be close to and want to throw it in the trash. But the new loads, you got to understand that even though the manifest say, case packs, you got accidents that happen in the warehouse. You got the forklift driver that has sleep. He, instead of him putting the whatever you call the things to the forklift under the pallet, he accidentally misjudged it and he punctured a box. Now he'll tow up some of the items, but they're not going to account for that. They're not going to, write that off. They're just going to continue to put it on the truck and ship it to you. So those are some of the things that you have to look out for when you buy that. Don't just be sold by the manifest, because the manifest is not going to tell you the true condition of everything that you get when you get in the pallet.
Yeah, he also added if you buy shelf pools, those also may be either new or used. Some of shelf pools contain box damage.
Right.
Chris, what's up, Chris? You got some experience in pallet buying, right? You got anything to add?
I got some. My hookup is Buffalo. I got a hookup. I got a hookup. You dig, man? I got to do is call my guy. I got a hookup. So I ain't got to go all around the corner, all around the world till I get on the computer and go look up some stuff. But yeah, man, we use the same thing Buffalo use, man. When we buy our pallets, we still got money on the books to get whatever we want from them right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't made a power move, but it's coming real soon.
So you say you got money on the books, but people in the
audience, I can explain. I can go
explain that to them. Yeah,
I can go into further detail. Money on the books. They owed us money because the manifest that everybody was talking about, some of the things that were supposed to be on the manifest was not on the manifest. When we broke it down of what we would have retailed the stuff for off the manifest, they had to give us the difference. And the difference was the money they got on the books for us right now, that we can go and buy another, bid on some more pallets off the money we got on the books with them already, because it was this mishandle of the product. So people do have, bad experiences, but that wasn't a bad experience for us because we looked at it like we still won off the 6 pallets we bought off the drip. And we still got money on the books with them that we can go take a little money that we already still hold, put it with that, and we can go buy 6 more pallets. But half of it is off them this time. Right. So that's why the money is on the books right now. But yeah, man, it's
And another thing too, sometimes you will get the wrong pallet. And that's why I say I choose B Stock, because they did send me a pallet of items that I didn't order, and they made it good. They basically had somebody come back in, pick up the pallet. I never got the original pallet that I ordered, but they refunded me the money. So that was for me, that made it right. So you just gotta be careful when you're talking about liquidation. You just gotta I wouldn't go less than new. If it's not new or light new, I wouldn't even touch it. If it say use, move on to the next thing, or wait until it come back around and you can find something new, case packs and stuff like that. Because I see a lot of videos on YouTube where the guy say, I got 15 pallets of used good from this spot and that spot. Believe what you want, but I have been through that myself, and I have gotten some used. Now, I'm not gonna say everything in the haul was bad, but it was some bad stuff in there, and I knew that if I'm gonna order more pallets, I need to go towards more new stuff. And since I've been doing that, it's been just good money. No issues, good money.
Well, like even with the new pallets, that we all got, we looked at it as anywhere it go, it's all a profit margin, regardless to however you look at it. When you see the bundleness of stuff that you're getting for the price that you paid for this stuff, you still see a profit margin anywhere it go. The only way you don't see a profit margin if you don't do nothing with the stuff. Other than that, you're gonna see a profit margin. We just was on there, like I want to say last week, they had these golfer Nike jacket vests. and we put a bid in on it. We lost out on the bid, but with this retail, if we'd have won this retail off this right here, the retail value was 18,000. It ended up selling for 2,500. That's what it. But when we was looking at it, you got to look at it.
Hey, we could have put the money together and got that, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Wasn't thinking. Process of my mind went thinking right then. I'm looking like we put this little because I didn't want to do it. That's what the problem was. I didn't want to do it because I'm looking at Nike vest right now. It's finna come into summertime. I don't want to be having no buku Nike vest. I didn't want. I'm looking for more of going back to toys or something like that. I didn't want no clothing. That's the only reason why it was when she put that little when it was at. I think it was at. I want to say 900, and she went to 950 or 975 or something like that. And we got cash, and I told her that's it. I don't even really want it. So that's why I never even responded to you about it. But you got to look at stuff like that when you dealing with pallets and all this stuff.
Yeah, if you don't want to sit on it, that's a different story.
No, I did not. Yeah. Especially in the situation I'm already in, sitting on a whole lot of merchandise I'm sitting on now. Right. So I didn't want to do that, but if it had been a bootleg of toys that I could say, hey man, we already talked about that money I got in the till, what I'm saying, we was talking about doing with it. So that's why I really didn't want to mess with it, because I want this Q4 coming up to be our comeback Q4 for all the big platforms. That's what I need it to be. And I need that money to help me do that too.
Yeah, let's stick to your plan.
I'm not going to waste the money. That's what I didn't want to do.
Yeah. We'll give a shout out to Veronica. What's up, Veronica? Thanks for coming in. Jennifer's dropping links to pretty much everyone that's in the chat. If you got a YouTube channel or an auction or something going on, Jennifer, as always, is taking care of you. She's dropping links. You got anything to add to that, middleman? You buy any pallets before?
No, I ain't buying any pallets yet. I've been talking about it, but when you buy pallets, you need space. And right now, I got two storages full of inventory. And if I was to buy pallets at this time, I would have to buy another storage unit.
I seen a whatnot. Speaking of, I seen a whatnot the other day where they had bought a bunch of pallets and they were just pulling things out of the pallet saying, all right, $2. All right. I guess that's one way to do it,
So
if you guys about 15 people in the chat. I mean, the amount of knowledge and gems that are getting dropped in the show tonight. I mean, come on, man. If you're a reseller and you looking to take the next step or find some different kind of inventory or source from something, I mean, the amount of knowledge that everyone's dropping tonight. I mean, come on. What other show is doing this for you? So make sure you tell people about us. I want to close this out, so I'll go around the room. Any last words? Buff, I want you to plug your Whatnot show for sure, but I'll go around the room. Last words. Let's get up out of here. Go ahead, Buff.
Yes, for anybody interested in Transformers, I have a variety of Transformers that I'm going to do at a Whatnot auction tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if you're interested, come out. I haven't decided to do a giveaway yet, but I may do Pokemon cards. I'm not 100% on that, but yeah, come out and check me out. Or if you can't make it, send somebody that interested in Transformers. It's gonna be exclusive Transformers for this particular show. And echoing what Mess Hall said is that tonight I give out information that I normally keep it inside of the network. I don't normally give out this information, so you all, definitely we give out gems in this show. So if you can, try to invite 3 or 4 people to come out and support the channel, because a lot of stuff that we give, I don't hear this stuff on other shows. I go a lot of shows and I sit in the shadows and I listen just to see if they're gonna help give out information that's gonna help the reseller, and they don't. They pretty much talk about their personal issues or their main accomplishments, but they never talk about things that you can use beneficial things or make concessions for the people in the chat to help them with their reseller career or business. So yeah, with that being said, I echo everything that Mess Hall said tonight, and I appreciate you all coming out.
All right, Chris and Tanya, what you got?
Okay, first of all, I want to say hi, Glams. I'm Veronica. Hi, everybody that I didn't get to say hi to because I had family come over and I kind of stepped away. I apologize.
I just want to say happy Good Friday to everybody. God bless everybody. Have a blessed rest of y'all week. And next week is
It's not Good Friday yet.
It's Good Friday to me.
Oh, okay.
I woke up this morning. It's Good Friday. So I just want everybody to know it ain't nothing but love. And like my panel has said, we do and we are those one people that will share and be real with y'all. Whoever out there behind the scenes watching, come out the shadows. I know there's more people watching. I know it is because it's too much flavor on this panel for y'all not to be watching. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say good night. God bless.
Have a great weekend. Have a great week.
Peace, love, and hair grease.
Middleman, what you got?
Baby.
Oh.
Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to the panel. There's a lot of knowledge on this panel. A lot of good people also. I also want to give a shout out to Bearded Thrift Machine. I'm catching up on your videos. They're not in tonight, but Mile High Hustlers, they had a show, whatnot show that was, they were doing $2, $1 starts. Also, I want to say hi to the chat, and I hope y'all have a good weekend this weekend. Stay blessed. Continue to do good in this world. Push out nothing but positive energies to people. And I appreciate everybody for coming out. And if you got any questions, anything you need to know from me, reach out to me, and I'll hopefully get back to you.
Shout out Bearded Thrift Machine. Julian, thanks for coming out, brother. I appreciate it. Probably one of the first resellers I ever started following ever in my life was Julian. And he's always good, man, to DM for questions. He's been in the game a while. The best thing about this panel for you guys, for the chat, for your friends, whoever want to get started in this mad, crazy business we do, the people on this panel, we're all real tight. We're close with each other, right? So it doesn't matter if you're reaching out to me, it's like you're reaching out to everyone on the panel. If there's a question that you have that I don't know the answer to, I got these wonderful people on the panel with me that probably have that answer that I can reach out to. So that's the big one up you have on everybody else is anything reselling related, whatever you want to do to step up your business. If you decide to DM me, I can DM Buff. I could text Buff. I got his personal phone number, baby. I got the personal number of the Buffalo Picker. And if you haven't heard today, Buffalo Picker, a great source for your inventory. He gives away stuff cheap. You can sell for big money. He's also a plug. If you're looking for a plug, as Chris said, Buff is a plug. So I got Middleman's information. I reach out to Glass City. I got Glass City's personal phone number. So anything you need to know, we can all reach out to each other to figure it out, no matter what platform it is, whatnot, Amazon, Walmart, eBay, whatever you're looking to get into, we can help you out. That's what this show has always been based on, is helping the community. Love the chat for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're with us. And with that, have a good weekend. Be safe. Keep grinding. It's not going to come overnight. It takes a lot of work. I promise you that. And see you next week. We out.